If you are a reservist and a civilian federal employee, can you double dip? Can some of that reservist time count towards your reserve retirement? And you also get that time to count for your civilian FERS retirement. That's what we're going to talk about today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dallin Hawes. I'm a financial planner who serves feds just like you every day. And let's talk about today's question. Let me get to my handy dandy whiteboard. So we got to define some terms. Today we're talking about being a reservist and using some of that time to count towards your civilian retirement and your reservist one. However, the same rules that we're going to talk about today do not apply to active duty time. Being activated as a reservist, that time is treated differently than if you are an active duty military person, okay? So keep in mind that if you're an active duty or you were an active duty military person, that time cannot count for both your military and also your civilian. You have to pick and choose. If you buy back your active duty time, let's say you have 3 years of active duty time, that time either gets you a military pension or a civilian one. You cannot have that time count for both. However, if you are a reservist, that is different. You can double dip. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are a reservist throughout your civilian career, however long, however portion of it. And let's say 3 years of that, you were activated. If you buy that time back, now when I say buy it back, basically you pay a deposit to make this time count towards your FERS civilian retirement. Okay, your FERS civilian retirement. You pay some money to make it count. If you buy it back, it will count towards both your reservist retirement and your FERS civilian retirement. You can make that time double dip. As a reservist, you can. As an active duty person, no, you cannot. Okay, that is the difference. A reservist who is activated, that time can count and will count if you buy it back towards your reserve retirement and your FERS civilian. If you're just active duty, you have to pick one or the other. Let me give you one more example. Let's do this if you're active duty. If you're active duty and you are receiving a military pension, let's say you did your 20 years as an active duty military personnel, and you're receiving, let's say, $3,000 a month from your military pension. $3,000. I keep drawing under my face, so sorry about that. Let's say you're getting $3,000 a month from the military pension. If you buy those 20 years back towards your civilian time, which you technically can, when you retire as a civilian, the $3,000 a month that comes from the military goes away, and those 20 years get applied to your FERS pension. Again, that's if you're active duty military. They can only count towards one. However, like I said, if you're reservist and you were activated for part of your time, you can make that time count for both. So I hope that's clear, going over a few examples, and I hope that's helpful. If you have any more questions, stick in the comments below. We've got tons of great people here in the community that help each other out, so go ahead and check those out, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video.